Once again, but no surprise, Devin Haney has avoided, ducked, and declined an offer to fight Teofimo Lopez, the two-division lineal champion, the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, the one that started it all and daring to be great of this young generation, legacy reigns supreme. Teofimo Lopez took to the X, formerly known as Twitter, to expose Devin Haney and tweeted, "We send reasonable offers to fight to both Team Haney and Team Kambosos. Both have declined. If you don't believe it, ask Top Rank and Bruce Trampler. You bums on that WISEC. Hashtag boxing at Devin Haney and at George Kambosos." Now, for the people that want to be naive and don't want to believe it, because I don't understand. I think that people like to believe in lies. You know what I'm saying? They're comfortable with the lies because the truth is right there in your face. There has been many instances in which Devin Haney and his team has declined an offer to fight Teofimo Lopez, and also they have bluffed in saying that there was an offer that they offered Teofimo Lopez a fight, but that was not true because, of course, your boy Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, checked Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice several weeks ago. Now, let's take it back. Let's take it back so y'all can remember something. Remember when there was supposed to be a meeting with Top Rank, a meeting with Bob, in which the Haneys missed the meeting? Remember that was when Teofimo Lopez, right after he fought for Vasily Lomachenko, he had the strap. That was before he lost the straps to Kambosos, right? And Devin Haney fought in Nares and things of that nature. And they missed the meeting with Bob that summer, that June of that year, right? Then when Teofimo Lopez lost the straps, right? That's when Devin Haney ran to Top Rank and try to get it from George Kambosos. Even went out there to Australia. You feel me? He went out there to Australia. You know, he was gonna go out there and fight without his dad. That at the time leading up to the fight was not allowed to enter the country and stuff like that. They said that they went for a pay cut, whatever. So they ran to George Kambosos, but wasn't willing to run to Teofimo Lopez. Then fast forward after that, when Teofimo Lopez won his 140-pound championship belt, the WBO, and the lineal from Josh Taylor, right? After that, you know what I'm saying, a couple of months, there was Teofimo Lopez said he was going to retire and things of that nature. And then the WBO mandated or send a letter for Teofimo Lopez to let them know if he's going to vacate his belt or not. Devin Haney sent a request to the WBO that if Teofimo Lopez vacate his belt, his WBO strike belt in the 140-pound division, that he will fight Arnold Barboza for it. And remember, they was giving them a date, a deadline, right? When Teofimo Lopez heard the swift for that, because he was about to vacate a world title, he said, "What? Devin Haney went on fight for my title? Nah, matter of fact, I'll keep my title. And Devin Haney, if you was more than willing to fight for the WBO strap, if I was going to vacate, how about you take it from me?" Guess what Devin Haney did? He turned about face once again, avoided again, ducked again, and went to the WBC ranks to get the fight with Regis Prograis. Right? That was the time when people was talking about the Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson, a possible fight. But Devin Haney went to the WBC route. Why he didn't fight Teofimo Lopez? You was willing to fight for the belt, for the Arnold Barboza belt, right? So he ran away from Top Rank, ran away from Teofimo Lopez, and went back to the zone. Then, fast forward from that, remember Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez both clarified and both publicly stated that Teofimo Lopez called Devin Haney. That was before the Super Bowl week fight where he had with Jermaine Ortiz, right? That Teofimo Lopez called, or I believe that before the Steve Claggett fight, one of those fights. But he called Teofimo Lopez called Devin Haney to get a fight done. He wanted to do it like Bud Crawford or Earl Spence, like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. All right, man, there may be too many middlemans in the way for us to finalize a fight or whatever. Let me call you. I got your number, and I called you, right? Devin Haney said that Teofimo Lopez ain't no boss. That's what he said. Once again, declining to fight Teofimo Lopez. Now, as we all know, Devin Haney went on and fought Ryan Garcia, got his butt whooped by Ryan Garcia from pillar to post. But yeah, he showed some heart. He got dropped, kept getting up. We cannot neglect the heart of Devin Haney. But I think that his heart got fogged up when he sued Devin Haney for getting his butt whooped, and then that's when people were really not respecting him. I think it wasn't even the beatdown. It was that Devin Haney went out and pulled the weakest move in boxing history to sue the man that beat the crap out of you, right? Now, I believe that Drake is doing the same thing to Kendrick Lamar. Anyway, but anyway, so now he ducked before. Devin Haney ducked before, avoided before, and now, remember Bill Haney was saying that Turkey Al-Sheikh gave Teofimo Lopez an offer to fight Devin Haney, which that was a pure lie. Turkey Al-Sheikh never acknowledged Teofimo Lopez, any other interview and things of that nature, never called for the fight like he called for a lot of fights in the sport of boxing, right? But Top Rank has sent an offer to Devin Haney. And once again, Devin Haney has declined. What makes you think that Bill Haney really want to put his son versus a Teofimo Lopez, who is now training with Eddy Reynoso, been in camp with Canelo Alvarez, have not left the gym since this summer? What makes you think that they really want a Teofimo Lopez who's highly dedicated, more dedicated than ever, in shape? They see how Teofimo Lopez is looking, got the 8-pack. It hasn't gone nowhere. Motivated more than ever. Like I said, training with Canelo Alvarez, the 4th-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, King Nello, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Nello, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the F out of here, man. In the corner with Eddy Reynoso. Eddy Reynoso, a prestige trainer, a trainer of the year recipient, and collab with his dad, a trainer of the year recipient. That's like having custom model at Emmanuel's store on your corner, if you understand what I'm talking about. They don't want that work. Teofimo Lopez Sr. was on Punch Run Boxing, right? Looking for Bill Haney. And y'all know in the YTBC, in the YouTube boxing community, Bill Haney would show up. He's like the candy man. But he didn't want to show up. He didn't want to show up because Teofimo Lopez Sr. was going to confront him about the lies that he felt he was saying about this ghost of an offer of Turkey Al-Sheikh. And let me say this before I forget, in reference to the George Kambosos declining a Teofimo Lopez fight. You already know that George Kambosos just recently signed a co-promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, right? And I said this, that nobody has capitalized off a win quite like George Kambosos of this young generation. His opportunities after opportunity just for the win, just for the victory that he had with Teofimo Lopez, right? And I'm saying like, yo, damn, it will be a good fight. It will be a good rematch for Teofimo Lopez. But the reason why I believe that George Kambosos have declined to fight with Teofimo Lopez is because why would I fight Teofimo Lopez if I'm getting these opportunities after opportunities, right? He fought Devin Haney, got the rematch with Devin Haney for Maxie Hugh, then fought Vasily Lomachenko. Now he got a deal. This is all based because his victory with Teofimo Lopez, which was a massive victory, right? Because he's still getting these opportunities. Why would George Kambosos now fight Teofimo Lopez? Because if he fights Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez knocks him out, then that is really it for George Kambosos. See, his businesses keep rolling. It's because just based off that win. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I want to see now the rematch, you know what I'm saying? Especially because there's nothing on the table that is probably a legacy fight for Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos rematch will be good, and for Teofimo Lopez to rewrite the wrong. But it will be business. It will actually be dumb business for George Kambosos since keeps on capitalizing off that victory. Maybe that's the reason why he doesn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez, right? Now, but that would be a good fight. Well, I really think that Teofimo Lopez, as we all know, was not 100% in that fight. I know that for a fact. But I also know that Devin Haney and his team will not take a fight with Teofimo Lopez. They do a good in marketing and keeping their name out there and attaching their name to anything that's relevant at the time. If it's Shakur Stevenson, they want to attach their name to Shakur Stevenson. If Devin Haney want to call out and Bill Haney want to call out Tank, that's the way they keeps his name relevant, or the Ryan Garcia. And they thought because these guys don't go everywhere to interview. He could start a narrative, and because Bill Haney has a lot of relationships and partnerships with a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, they could spin narratives for him. And they could keep this narrative that, oh my God, Devin Haney Devin Haney sent an offer to Teofimo Lopez and he's ducking. But no. The reality is, the official thing is Teofimo Lopez has sent Devin Haney an offer and he has declined. Now, let's see if these other YouTubers is going to actually report the real and not spin Bill Haney's narrative and pop his ass pimples.